Punisher stars Thomas Jane as the anti-hero Frank Castle and John Travolta as Howard Saint, who is a crime boss who orders the death of Castle's entire family. Okay. So, this movie is well, this movie isn't pretty okay. I'll just say right here, this movie isn't it's not good. It's not a good movie. It's a pretty bad movie. But I will say it's not an awful movie. Excuse me. The Punisher is not an awful movie. It's not a dog shit movie. I actually really love Thomas Jane. Like out of all this, like under all this garbage, one of the best thing, maybe the only thing I love not liked, I loved about this movie is Thomas Jane's his acting, his performance, his portrayal of Frank Castle, the Punisher. Like this movie opens up. Okay, so now in the comics, he was let's see here. Now in the comics, he was he's a like I think he's a Marine. Yeah, he's a Marine. A Marine Corps, but they changed it from Marines to the FBI. But anyway, we get to see, him just enjoying his life with his family, his wife and his son, his father, his mother, like all of them, like everyone in this, everyone at this vacation in this like really amazing looking like beach or pier area. And then shit hits the fan when Howard Saint, John Travolta, comes in and kills everyone, kills all of his family. And, I really feel, I actually do feel, I actually got emotional. I actually did feel bad for Frank Castle. I really did. Now, as for the rest of the characters, as for the rest of the story, it's pretty. There are some cliche. There is a cliche moment there is a cliche moment. It's very brief. But I was like, really, I've seen this happening. And what I'm talking about is when the Punisher, he's getting chased by this guy who was playing guitar in the diner. You know what I'm talking about. He's getting chased by that guy. He's getting chased by a discount Johnny Cash. But anyway, he's getting chased by this guy, and then while he's driving on the road, trying to get away from him, a little girl, like a kid, just comes into the street playing ball, and it's like it was so convenient, and it's such a cliche. I've seen it in so many superhero movies. Spider-Man 2 did it. Kids playing in the streets, and they are just completely oblivious with a giant truck coming their way, and then Spider-Man came in and saved them. It's either a cat out of a tree, a burning building, or kids playing in the streets. It's either one of those three cliches. One of those three superhero cliches. But anyway, yeah, that was a moment. But anyway, like the rest of the movie itself is pretty bad. Let's talk about John Travolta. Now, I like John Travolta as an actor. Uh, well, as a person, I'm not so sure about his acting because he plays a lot of weird, what the fuck characters, kind of like Woody Harrelson. Kind of reminded me of Woody Harrelson. But this is actually the first portrayal, I guess you could say, where his character is very serious and dramatic. But there's nothing much to his character development. Like, we got a lot of character development with Frank Castle, the Punisher. That's the only character who's developed throughout this entire bad movie. But like John Travolta, you don't care about this guy. You don't relate to him. You don't care about this guy. You don't under. I don't understand. I don't know about you, but I didn't understand his motives. Like, he's just doing. I guess he's just doing it for his wife. His wife told him to kill all of his entire family. I whatever. But yeah. But let's talk about the three. Let's talk about Frank Castle's neighbors in the apartment. All right. One of them is played by Ben Foster, and then the other one is Rebecca Romaine, who is absolutely breathtaking and beautiful in this movie. Um, but anyway, I did, they're more of a supporting characters. Those three neighbors, Ben Foster and Rebecca Romaine, they're more of supporting characters, helping, encountering Frank Castle in this apartment. But and there is a bit of a there is a bit of a romance between Rebecca Romaine and Thomas Jane's Punisher. But yeah, so Punisher meets this guy. Punisher meets this guy who's Mick, something like that. Who is basically who's basically going inside the Howard Saint family, and just taking notes and passing them over to Frank Castle, the Punisher. But and then through some series of events, Howard St. John Travolta kills his best friend, his wife, his son, and that's basically the end of the movie. But like I said, it is unfortunate that this movie didn't get a sequel. It did get a sequel, but it turned into a reboot all the way in 2008 with Punisher Warzone, which we will talk about that movie once we get near it. But yeah. But anyway, it is unfortunate that this movie didn't get a sequel because I don't, like I said, it's not a good movie. Okay, come on. This movie isn't a good movie, but it's not an awful movie either. It's like, but, well, and there is a bit, and the movie, the writing, the director, who's ever responsible, they inserted a couple, jokes and humor here and there when Punisher goes to the bank and he's like, and then he's asking about like a discount. He's asking about like a discount, and also the whole like Western standoff. Like Punisher, he has the two guns. He's having like a Western standoff with him between him and these two thugs. But yeah, I am. I was very happy when I heard that Thomas Jane was coming back, but he was in a short film called like Punisher Dirty Laundry or something, which I think was available on YouTube, which I think you can I think you can find on YouTube. It's only like 10-ish minute long. Um, but anyway, Thomas Jane did come back in that little short film, and I saw that short film and I was like dreaming, wishing that Thomas Jane was going to come back as the Punisher, because like I said, he's the only great thing about this movie, because the rest of it isn't really that good when it comes both story and characters. But yeah, that's all I have to say with the Punisher. Like I said, the only great thing about this movie, the only good thing about this movie, the best thing is Thomas Jane's uh, performance as the Punisher. I didn't really care about the side characters. I didn't care about the enemies, the villains. You know, John Travolta. What is he doing in this movie? What is he doing? But anyway, if you've seen this film, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking your time to listening to my review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see all of you lovely people really soon.